welcome to another edition of American Dream Trading's live futures education and broadcasts. This is an outreach of American Dream Trading, provided absolutely positively free to you 5 days per week. We're live here from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Obviously, Coach is live from 2 to 4, or from 9 to 11. I'm live from 2 to 4, and then we have the aftermarket show at 4 p.m. Eastern Time each day, Monday through Friday. My name is Mark McSee. I'm one of the moderators here at American Dream Trading. Glad to have you here with us today. You know the routine. This is your first time being with us today. Make sure you click that like, subscribe, share, and turn your notification buttons on so that you do not miss any of those live broadcasts daily. Hey, Coco over there on TikTok, and Dwayne Dunn, and me, and who else is over there? El Joe's over there. Welcome back there, El Joe. We're going to be on an abbreviated broadcast today, so we need to get busy clicking those buttons. We need 50,000 today. Anyhow, what do we got? There's Bobby over there over on the YouTubes. The only one who said anything, so he's the only one I know by name who's there. I mean, I can look elsewhere too, but you know, if you don't show your face, I can't help. I can't acknowledge you over there, whoever's all there. So glad to have you all here with us. So thank you for them shares there, Eljo sharing the feed. If you could all click that share button, would be greatly appreciated. I mentioned that we are having an abbreviated session today because we are having our workshop that we've been talking about for weeks over here, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Time today. If you haven't already registered, I can't promise you there's any seats left, but you can go check. How do I do that? Well, let me walk you through how to do that. It's very simple, very easy. Let me it's easy if you can spell on a keyboard. Me, not so much. All right, hang on here while this loads up. Anyway, so let me flip the screens here so you can see it. So, which is it? Is it this one? Yes, I got to change this to that. There we go. All you got to do is go to American Dream Trading. Right there's our webpage. That's what you'll see when you go to American Dreams Trading's webpage. See that old big old yellow button there? That old yellow button right there. You can't miss it. Jumps out there. See right there. And if you're colorblind, maybe it ain't yellow for you, but there's a big old fat old button here. Click here to join our memberships. Very simple, very easy. There's Coach. Oh, what a handsome dude he is. Oh, look at that. I think that's AI. Anyway, this will take you to our membership page where everything's listed. There's our free workshop. You'll need our free Discord is there also. So grab both of them. They're absolutely free. And as you can see, all their other different membership packages. And it shows the monthly price. Now, if you do it annually, of course, you get a substantial discount. But anyway, it just shows the monthly. So anyway, get on there, click, get access, fill out the form. There's a few little quick questions to make sure you're not a scammer or a bot trying to get on the site, you know, because some things are programmed to do all that. So that's just a kind of little basic stuff there to fill out, and you'll be registered. You'll receive an email with further details. That starts at 4 o'clock, so you want to make sure you get it. You will need a you will need a Zoom account, which you can get for absolutely free at zoom.com if you don't have one, and you'll need to log in using your email. So, but other than that, it's totally free, but you got to get this. Don't be waiting till 4 o'clock and do this and try to get in a room. That ain't going to work. So anyhow, that's all there is to it. American Dream Trading, and while you're there, you can look at the rest of the website. There's all kinds of stuff on there about us. But anyway, click the big old fat button there, and that'll get you right into this page. Okay? And there you go. Now, the way you can do it is you can also, over there on our YouTube live feed, where you're putting clickable links, that will take you to all these things also. So check that out now. Get over there, get her done. Don't be hesitating, because you're going to forget, or if something's going to happen and you won't be able to get her done. So, and Also, speaking of our memberships, you see at the top of the screen here, if you use promo code MARK, M-A-R-K, that would be me, we'll give you 10% off any membership on your first payment. So if you pay annually, you'll get 10% off of that. If you pay monthly, you'll get 10% off your monthly payment. So anyhow, now we also have, if you lay into prop firm tradings, we also have a very good affiliate link with Tradeify, very good working relationship. If you use code ADT, I believe you get somewhere like 30 to 40% off of the fees that you need to pay them to trade with a prop firm. Can't quote the exact amount, but I'm thinking it's pushing 30, 40% anyway. When you use code ADT, when you register, it'll automatically reduce that for you. So there you go. 2 things for free, 10% off any membership. By the way, the Diamond membership's $5,000. That'd give you $500 off right off the top. But you got to use promo code MARK at checkout. If you forget to do it at the checkout, it's too late. You can't come back and redo it, right? So make sure you do it right the first time. It's not hard. You'll clearly see on there where to do that, right? So anywho, let's take a quick walk around the block while we're at it. Let's see, ES, this is S&P 500. It's been kind of a weird day today trading. Very choppy, low periods of high volume, low volume. It's just been weird. I don't know, it's because it went all the way up one day and all the way down, and just trying to find equilibrium or what. I don't know. There wasn't really any huge economic news. PCE numbers came out, but they were pretty much a nothing burger. NQ, I was trading that a little bit, not real heavy, but it's gone flat on us. The Russell, right? So these things have been just really, I mean, there was a nice rise here and there, right, if you were present. The Dow took right off at the beginning. So that was kind of a good trade on the Dow at the start here, right, of the trading day. It went straight to the moon here. We want 50,000 likes today, so get busy over there, Coco, smashing that button, right? And I'll answer your question there, Chris, here in a minute. There's oil. Oil had some nice EWOs on it today. I didn't play oil at all today, but it had some nice up and down, nice roller coasters you like to see. Great big, nice pull down here. Would have made you some serious money. And there's silver. I played silver a lot. Well, yeah, I guess I played it a lot. I played silver and gold today. I did also, what did I do, NASDAQ? Let me see. Let me glance over here and see. Let's see. Yeah, I traded some ES. I traded some gold, NASDAQ. I did a little bit of Russell, did a little bit of the Dow, but it was mostly gold and silver. I got my face ripped off quite a few times. There were a lot of red trades today. I was way down. Well, not way down. I wasn't negative on my trading account for the day, but I was way up and gave a lot of it back. Had a lot of more red trades than normal today. Always have red trades. I probably ended, yeah, about 50 or 55% good today. That's horrible for me usually. Usually 75% or better throughout the day. I do a lot of high volume trading. I am a scalper and I do jump in and out. So a lot. Anyhow, so that's kind of a walk around the block there, what we were doing today. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to answer it. We will be shutting this show down no later than 3:30 Eastern time, maybe even earlier. I have a wife that is deathly ill today. She's very sick. She got that crappy flu, I guess it is. It's going around. It's got her flat on her back, so she ain't doing too well today. So if she needs something, I got to get up and go. I'm going to get up and go. So hopefully that don't happen, but if it does, it is what it is. We'll deal with it. But the reason I'm shutting it down early is to give everybody a break so you can walk away from your computers, because at 4 p.m. we are having our workshop today, right? If you don't remember about it, here it is. All right? Where's my sound? On that one for some reason. I have to reset the sound on this. Hang on. Why that's playing there. Let me reset this anyway. Because Don went to all the trouble to make this for me. I want to make sure that it works the way it was designed. All right, let me do a quickie replay. Let me get rid of this. And let me do that. Get rid of the chart so it's not so muddled up. Do this. Here we go. That's today. That's at 4 o'clock today, Eastern time. Today is January 22nd. It's a learning how to start your day trading journey. It'll be a very basics teaching you. There might be even some things you pick up there. Be talking about candlesticks and charting and etc. Right? How to get started on a day trading journey. There might be an answer and question session at the end if you have a question. Obviously, we can't go on and on and on. Now, the seating is limited to 1,000. I have no idea. I haven't talked to Coach today. I've been busy with the futures group today. I don't know how many seats are left, but all I can say is I know they were filling up. Make sure you're snagging them up right now. You have to go to our website to register for that, right? American Dream Trading. I just showed you that. You need to go over there, click the button, register. It only takes you 30 seconds to register. Fill out the form so we know you're not a scammer or a bot, right? So, is gold hitting a new high over here or what? Anyway, there's
it's very goodly. It's very goodly.
Yeah, bigly.
Bigly. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm in that, huh?
Very bigly.
Good thing I've been letting
Mark, thanks again for your help today, your lessons today. I've had literally one of the best days I've had in a long time. Thank
Glad
you.
we could help. That's what we do here, right? Help each
You
other
did
out.
help.
Let's go take a look at gold here real quick. I've been in this since 49.16. How about you guys? I got in down here. Set my stop. 49.16.4 actually. No. 16. So I got in about right here. Right? That was where I get it. So everything above that obviously is profit, right? So everything above this line. So everything here ups profit. So I don't know how much I'm up, but I can give you a rough guess from here to there is about 90 ticks. So I should be up $900 per contract. How many contracts am I trading over there? Well, I'm trading 15 at the moment. So 15 times 900, you do the math. That's what I'm up on this trade right now. Something like that. I mean, it's pulled back a little bit. Oh, yeah, right there it tells me. Yeah, 8. So I'm up over 8 right now. Anyhow, there you go. So I'm right here to there. You know, I can allow this to move. I got in on the break and hold the 9 here. Riding that bad boy up, right? Set it and forget it. So that was about 10 minutes till 2 when I did that, right before we come on. I'm like, oh, it's still going up. It's got strength. I'll just throw an order in there. It's not a big one. It's only 15 contracts, but I have the 49.16.4 is where my entry is. So I'm probably going to slide my stop up here. I probably should slide it up to about half the profit. I'm going to go up here to, what's that? We'll call it, let me look at this chart here. What's this level? That's about 20. Yeah, that's close enough. I moved it up to about 21. 21.8, I guess it is. Something like that. Anyway, that if it gets a massive pullback, I'll still be in there, but yet there's enough wiggle room for it to, so I'm going to make that 49.21-ish. Let me see what that looks like on this chart here real quick. 49.21. Right here right now. What's that look like? Yeah, it's below the 21. If it comes down below the 21, oh well. Need to be out of that trade anyway. All right, Mr. M, you got a hand up. What's your question there, sir?
I think that's me. Hey, Mark. So I have a question from earlier. How do you personally pick your one indice for the dance? Because like you were trading in Q earlier, and it was pretty choppy. Yeah. And I was, all over. I was doing metals and everything else. But you were like religiously trading just NQ, and I'm just curious what you're thinking, if it's deeper than I'm analyzing.
At that time, silver was really choppy. Gold wasn't moving a whole lot. It was moving steady, which is you can see on this chart. Actually, I've been better off just staying in this, right? Buying it and letting it ride, right?
Right.
But it was so much chop up and down. I was red trades, green trade. You know, the same thing with silver. And I was getting my face just tore up. I'm like, you know what? And then it got to where it was, the volume was a little bit lower. It wasn't really moving all. You can see the candles. They're kind of small, right? So, but the thing of it is, it stair steps straight up. It's beautiful, actually. All I had to do is buy it once and let it run, right? You don't know this when you get into it. So basically, I just got tired of getting my face getting kicked in the teeth, and I'm like, I gotta go find something. Let me go find something less volatile like NQ. I went over traded NQ for a little while, which was volatile, but it had at that time it was having movement. And I still had red trades trading that also, but
That was choppy though. That was
yeah,
super
it
choppy.
was. It was right. I mean, I got some nice runs on it, but look at all the wicks. The whole day's like that. It's just I got tired of it, right? And I haven't traded NQ for so long, and I traded it a big part of the day yesterday. I was so stressed out because I hadn't traded it for so long. You know, now today I traded it. Yeah, it was choppy, it was volatile, but it didn't. I wasn't all stressed out again, right? Because I was trading safe things before that. So,
But
back to
Mark, my specific question is: when you were in NQ trading it, and it was super choppy, you stayed on that. You stayed in NQ. You kept, you were waiting for the next opportunity. I was already shopping around and dancing
Right.
5 other dances. So I'm just curious what you're doing to stay there, laser focus on NQ, even though it was not presenting opportunities.
I made a conscious decision not to chase the shiny penny. Basically, matter of fact, there was people calling things out like oil and whatever, right? So I just decided that's what I was going. I mean, you don't have to chase the shiny penny, right? There's always something moving. And about the time I leave one thing to go look at another thing, this one starts moving. I've seen that happen so many times. So I decided to stay with the girl I brought to the dance after I left the medals because I don't know, just wasn't getting it for me today. So today was I had, looking at my stats, 48% red trades today. That's high for me, right? Not that I care about stats. Point is, I'm green. I'm very green, right? That's all that really matters. Stats don't mean nothing, right? They're nice to look at, but yeah, silver is expensive, Bobby. I mean, you got to have the accounts to change it. I trade between. Now today I was actually trading lighter. I think biggest I traded today was maybe, I don't know, 30. I was doing 10, 20, 30 just because of this kind of thing, right? Didn't want to give up too much money on one trade. So I lowered my position size, right? But I just, you could trade one thing all day long if you just stay there and watch it, right? There's nothing here that I can't trade all day long, right? Could have caught that going up, could have caught it after it broke and held below the 9, went down there, could have caught the bounce off the 200, off of a critical level there, could have rode that back up, got out maybe here at this critical level, right? Took my profits or been patient and rode it up, right? You can see how these spiked up here about the same level. Could have done the same thing, rode it down. This would have been a little tough, but you can ride that donkey all day long, up and down, right? Now, is it easy some days? No, because of the volatility, especially NQ, right? That's chaos there, right? But I just stayed in. And you saw me. I was holding on for a long time, right? I said even Doug would be proud of me today. He wasn't there. He was tied up today. So, Doug's got a point. To get patience to do something, you have to exercise it, right? If you want your muscle to grow and get better, you have to exercise it. If you want patience, you have to exercise it, right? Get in a trade, get in a good trade, let it go. Sit there, right? Now, we all know I'm a scalper. I'm in and out, but I don't know. I just sat there. You see me sit through a bunch of trades today that I didn't really want to, but I did. And some of them didn't work out, and I finally had to get out of them for a loss, right? They don't all work out. But, and sometimes I did dumb things and got into a bad trade, right? I had a mechanical error today. I was moving my mouse around, accidentally clicked buy, right? So luckily I come out okay on that trade, but that could have been disastrous too. So, you just got to decide to do it. That's all. There's no sense, no real reason to jump around. Pick something. I challenge everybody. Paper trade. If you've never done it, open up your simulator account, paper trading as we call it, and I'm about to get stopped out here on gold. Uh-oh.
Pulling hard.
Uh-oh. See. Just happened to glance over. Surprised it hasn't yet. I don't know. Maybe it has. It just hasn't shown it on my screen yet. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, I challenge anybody. Take a challenge. Take one day and trade one thing and one thing only. Trade it all the way, all day. Trade it up, trade it down, trade it sideways, whatever. Right? Do it all day long. I can assure you, you will do all right. You will make good money. We have our Apple chat. That's all they trade is Apple. Trade Apple stock options all day long. I mean, you can trade stock too. That's all they talk about. They don't go look at anything else saying, well, Apple ain't moving. I'm going to go trade, Microsoft or whatever. They don't do that. They stick there. They trade Apple because you can. Is it hard some days? Yes. Some days that things just don't move. So yes, it does get harder sometimes. So we have 70% of the rooms are filled in our live Zoom call that we're having today at 4 p.m. Once they're full, they're full. You can't get in. So I suggest you stampede to the front door right now at AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up for that workshop, which starts at 4 o'clock. Now, we'll be shutting this show down no later than 3:30 to give my voice a rest. I'm going to be there helping out, herding the cats, that kind of thing. And it gives you a chance to get up away from your computers also. It will start at 4 o'clock, so your links will become active right at 4 o'clock. So don't freak out. Just make sure you have your free Zoom account ready. And you'll have to click that link, and then if it asks you for your email address, you'll need to use that email address that you get in there with. So that's what verifies you, is that your email address. You want to know the truth, right? You can put any name in there. If it asks for your name, you can put Mickey Mouse in there if you want to. Then don't use your real full name among all things. You can put your first full name, last initial, whatever you want. You can name yourself Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. I don't care. You can pick one of them too if you want, right? So anyhow, with 70% of it's filled up, once it's full, the doors are closed, doors are locked, and you will be turned away. Well, you won't even be able to get in because it has a 1,000 seat capacity in our live Zoom calls on our business. So 4 p.m. Don't miss it. Now, again, giving you this chances here so that you know, right? Let me play this for you. This is what's all important today too, right? You can get 10% off all memberships by using promo code MARK at the checkout. You'll see a promo code box there, right? You can get 10% off VIP, gold, futures, crypto, premium, right? All of them. It's 10% right off the top on your first payment. The diamond is also, it's $5,000 a year. You get 10% off that. That's $500 off, right off the bat. Who wouldn't want that, right? Those are, as you know, Coach has said, and I've been telling you to also backing it up, at the end of the month, those lifetime memberships, the lifetime memberships are going to go away. You will not be able to buy a diamond lifetime membership effective February 1st. They go away on the 31st. That's your last day. So if you want to get, now I can't guarantee how long these promo codes are going to go on, but he hasn't said that he's doing away with them, but like anything in life, anything can go away anytime. So write that down, Mark, get that memberships now. So people are signing up like crazy. Yes, sir.
Look at gold.
Look at gold. Oh, good thing I had that stop there, huh? Look at that. Look at silver pulling. Yeah, good thing I had that in there, huh? So, yeah, we'll see.
Silver too, I guess, on your screen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, anyway.
Yowzer.
Yum, 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 yum. So, with this candle here.
On gold, that's the first time the 9 crossed the 21 since this morning.
Wow. Good observation. There we go. Is it going to keep moving down or not? We do have a little micro double bottom down here you got to worry about, right? These candles down here around that 49.10-ish, give or take a few dollars area, right? So everything have fought to go up through, or you're going to have to fight to come back down also. Guess I can get rid of these lines now. Don't need them no more because that trade's got stopped out on that because I didn't even maximize that trade because I wasn't looking at it when it pulled back. So it was about ready to stop itself out. Oh, ginormous pullback for whatever reason. End of the day, profit taking. I don't know. Let's see. News flash anything? Nope. Just some general news. So we don't know if this is going to keep going down. We're going to trade to trade, right? And we're only up to, what's that say? 7,000 likes. We need 50,000 today. Let's hammer it. Hammer it home. Hey, Miranda, how's it going? Getting all ready to go here. All right. Let's see. Let me go back up through TikTok, see if there's any comments or questions real quick that haven't been answered. Coco, 14% total account. Good job. Oh, Chris, sorry. I knew there was a question here. Chris, are you still here, Chris? Type a 1 in the chat if you're still here. I forgot to answer your question, unless somebody else did. I mean, that's a stock, but chart's a chart's a chart, all right? Let me type that in there real quick. Boy, there's a nice chart. Look at that. That's a beauty, all right? Look at that. It's a 2-minute chart. Boy, I hope you got in at it at the open. You're sitting pretty. So, just curious, anyone has any that or cat and worth is it, and if it's worth just holding on to? Well, I can't give you financial investment advice. However, you know, but we can show you how to make your own decision. Now you need the training. You're asking that question. You apparently don't know how to evaluate a trade, and I can't go into that in great detail here, but we do this every day here at American Dream Trading for our paid members and live Zoom calls every single day, right? So, you know, what is it you want? What do you hope to accomplish out of it? How long do you want to hold it? How high is the high been? How low is the low been? Where is it at and presently? What's the indicators showing you, right? So there's all kinds of things here you need to look at. Where's my levels at? All those kind of things, right? And if I chart it out, you can see I've traded this before, right? There you go. There's some lines here. Let me change these lines here, right? Change that up a little bit. Okay. I cannot tell you whether to buy or sell. We're not licensed financial advisors. And as such, I cannot give you financial investment or tax advice. Everything we do here is for educational purposes only. And you should never copy or mimic anything that you see on our screen or hear anybody say. So there you go. So I just did a monthly chart. Let's see. Let's just go back here real quick, see how these lines light up. Well, right now it's reached its all-time high, apparently, right? At least that I saw on that screen, right? Is this a record high today? Our cat 52-week high is... see this thing. Wait a minute, I gotta move my little widget. 1797 the last 52 weeks. Well, that would be today, right? It hit that record high. So this is a record high. You want to buy something at the top? I don't know. Do you? Those are the things you have to decide. Where is a good entry? How do I get in? Where do I wait? Do I get in at the mean? Do I get in at the bottom of the channel? Like that, Doug, I said the word mean. Yeah, right now you're at the top of the channel. You're also at a 52-week high. Do I want to get in that? What does the company do?
So proud
do you
of you.
like what the company does? What do they make? Do you know what they make? What has their earnings been like? What was their earnings the last couple quarters? Do you know? Are you aware? Chris, are you aware? Right? So we don't know. So those are things you'll have to vow. How is things going with it? Right? How's their products going? How's their sales? So if you're going to hold it for a long term, you better be in love with it, because you may have to hold it for a long time. You don't know. You can get in here now and it pulls down $3. Well, you got a choice. You can either sell your loser or wait for it to come back up, because you do now own that company when you buy this stock. So there's a lot there to do. You need to get your chart out, evaluate it on your chart. You need to do financial looky-loos into it. Well, how are they doing with their earnings, quarterly earnings? How's their sales? How's their debt? What's their PE ratio? Yada, yada. How much cash do they have on hand? Right? Debt ratios. There's all kinds of stuff. If you're going to hold something long term, you better be able to know everything there is to know about that. And to make a better decision, do I want to hold it? Do I have to do all of that? No, I can just click the mouse button and buy it. But I think you'd be better off finding out more about it and understanding what's going on with it before you decide to marry it, right? What's up, Jorge? Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while, right, Jorge? If you have, I don't recall. It's been a while, right? Over there on TikTok. All right, we got Oracle over there, Jerry, aka Jerry. Get that diamond membership. He bought the diamond. He loves it. Okay, so what other questions we have? Let's see. I seen that number Doug said we're about 70% full. It starts at 4 p.m. Promptly. Check your emails once you sign up for further information and instructions on what you will need to do. Can you, let's see, Cherubas, can you tell me whether the workshop today will be recorded so we can view it later on? I believe so. If you're a paid member and you have a workshop membership. In other words, if you're a diamond member, yes, you'll have access to it. Any membership that includes that, you'll have access to it, or unless you bought it as a standalone membership. If you don't, in other words, if you're a premium member, you won't have access to it. It's not included in the premium membership. Let's see. Jared said he got his seat. Good to go. All right. Can I explain the volume candles? What's the colors used for? That's just how a bar chart split up between buyers and sellers. If you look over here, the blue is the total volume. That would be your top part. That's what the volume peaked at, right? The green is buyers. The red is sellers on these candles. Let me drag this up here a little bit for you. Right? So, the blue is the total volume. Green is buyers. Red are sellers. ATR is that orange color. You don't need to worry about that. That doesn't affect the volume. Just showing you there. So, anywho, there you go. Versus just having one solid color, kind of gives you an idea. You can look at the chart and say, oh, about 50% of the buyers were selling, right? And versus sellers. So you can look at that if that kind of stuff interests you. I don't really pay it much attention myself personally. It's there just as a quick visual. I'm looking more at this box over here. Does it have volume? And what's my ATR at the moment? So anyhow. Right. What am I looking at? Anyhow. Show. That down. Well, anyway, today's the day. Today is the workshop day. If you're going to get there, you've heard me talk about it. You've heard us all promo it. All right, let me do it again in case you just showed up. There you go. That's today, 4 o'clock. Okay. Wrong button. Also, you get 10% off all memberships by using promo code MARK, M-A-R-K, at the checkout at American Dream Trading. You know what. 10% off futures, 10% off crypto, 10% off VIP. You name it. It's all 10%. And we have the throwback sale. Is that still in effect? No, he said he was going to discontinue that sometime. Anyhow, I think there's throwback
till the end of the
sale
month.
for 500. Is it still going?
Till the end of the month.
Till the end of the month. Okay. That gets you our base membership, gets you started training and trading at 8:45 a.m. every morning with Coach and the other training moderators. So get in there now. If you get the VIP, you can start doing in there training and trading at 7 a.m. every morning through 4 p.m. If you have the Diamond membership, you actually get 7 days a week of live Zoom call training if that's what you want to do. Now, it's limited on Saturday and Sundays, but there's a few hours on Saturday and 3 to 4 hours on Sunday evenings. So you want to check that out. Hello, Reef is back. Reef wants to know, what about golf? And now you realize we're talking about futures here, fellas and gals, right? But because I'm such a nice guy and I like you and I'm in a good, generous mood today, we'll take a look at that other stock. We talked about Recat. You know, I can't tell you any specifics. I'm not an investment advisor. I have my own strong opinions, but, you know, I got to keep that to myself. I'm not allowed as a representative, as a moderator of golf. I typed in gold. You want to know about golf? I guess. Unless you're asking me if I want to go golfing. I don't know. Oop. Do something right there. Golf. There we go. Ash Nut Holding Corporation. What do you want to know? What do you want to know there, Reef? I can tell you this is very lightly traded. How do I know? I can see all those dashes and dots. It means it has crap for volume for trading. I'm not saying the company is. I'm just saying it's not heavily traded. I can tell you just that by looking at it. Look at all them gaps. That will just wreck you in a minute. Now, if you're buying a hold, you know, maybe something different. Again, same thing I just got through talking about. You'd have to chart it all out. What do I know about golf? Actually, nothing. But I can go over here and give you a quick look-see. It's a $93 stock. And it's been up to 95.50, down to 55.31 in a 52-week time period. Today it's been between 93 and 95. Their earnings are, I'll move this out of the way so I can see. Let's see. Now this is just some basic information. You need to go do your own extensive research. Next earnings in 35 days. It's 127,000 in volume. The average volume is 342. So it's only trading at about a third of its normal. It's a large company, almost 5 billion in market cap. That's their stock price times the present price, or stock, how many shares of stock times the present price is the market cap. Earnings, they've had 2 down quarters of earnings. They had 2 large quarters, right? Now you'd have to delve deeper into this because these 2 quarters might always be bad earning quarters, right? Just like retail, Christmas is their number 1, right? You need to explore that deeper. Just because you see last 2 quarters were bad earnings, were they really? You need to go look and see. Maybe it is a bad thing. I don't know. Their income statement there, you know, looks pretty fairly steady. That a down year back here looks a little lower, but not too bad from initial glance. It's up 2% for the week, 13% plus for the month, 13 for the quarter, 13 for 6 months, 16%, and up 25% for the year. So that wouldn't have been a bad investment, right? You'd have bought it at the beginning of the year or whatever. So that's pretty good return. But I can't tell you this company's any good. Would I want to trade this? Absolutely not. Personally, that's just me, right? Now, I can go to a higher time frame, see if the candles look better, right? Yeah, they're a little bit better. Well, if I'm buying and holding, I want to hold it, right? So what do I care what it does in 2 minutes? Let's put it on a day candle. Let's make sure we don't have any dashes and stuff there. Okay, so that looks a lot better. If I'm buying and holding, look at the day chart. If I have no intention to get rid of it anytime soon, yeah, it depends on your investment strategy. Why are you going to buy this, right? Reef. So, but you can see, you know, it's a nice moving stock day to day, right? So you can go through here, put this on a day chart. You can look up any news, different stuff. But you need to, again, get educated. Given it equal weight as far as investments. Their last earnings here had an earnings surprise of the negative 5%. This is dividends. They pay 23.5 cents dividend per share. So is that good or bad? I don't know. What was it last time? 23.25. They're steady on their dividends. 23.25. Yep, they haven't changed their dividend structure. Let's go way back. Have they increased it or not? 21. Oh, they actually increased their dividend from December of 24. So they raised their dividend after that, right? So, yeah, there you go. That's a good thing when they increase their dividend, right? They're giving back to the shareholders, it was 21.5. They took it up to 23.5. Oh, yeah, I mean, on the surface, it don't look bad, but I'm not recommending you buy it or not buy it. That's something you have to decide. You need to do extensive research if you plan on holding on to that and what your investment strategy is at any time. I'm a day trader, sell or buy. You know I can't tell you that. You've been here plenty of times, Reef. You know we cannot give you investment advice on whether to buy or sell anything, right? You get to training. That's what we do here. We're a training education company. If you were a member of ADT, you would be able to answer your own question, buy or sell, right? I can't tell you that. I would have my own opinions, but in my position, I'm not at liberty to express that opinion. You know, in other words, lawsuits. You know what I mean? I tell you to buy something and it goes tanks, then what? Who are you going to come after? All right? You're going to come after me, right? That's why we can't do that. Keeps the lawyers happy. So we don't do those kind of things. But if you're willing to become a paid member of American Dream Trading, you can come in here starting at early as 7 a.m. every morning and get trained to learn how to do these things. 12 hours or not 12 hours, 10 hours a day, 8 hours, 9 hours. All right. So you've been here plenty of times, Reef. You know how we roll around here. So getting you 10% off membership for today. All you got to do is use promo code Mark when you want to get serious about it. All right, let's go over to the YouTube, see what's going on over there. You tell me workshop today. Yes, will be recorded. We answered that. Let's see. Comment, can I explain volume candles? I did that. Gold's an all-day runner. Yes, it was. Silver's expensive. It is. All right, Doug said he's proud of somebody. 70% of the room is filled for today for the free workshop. I'll be goofing around. You got to not only read the email, see what's required of you once you register for free, but you got to get your Zoom thing, make sure it's up and running. Don't be coming at 4 o'clock. How do I get in here? Well, you know what? That's what the email was for. So we don't contact you any other way. So, all right. Here we go. Who's over there putting that stuff in there, Doug? Is that Miranda over there? So, anyway, what are we looking at here that's still burning over here? NQ. Wow, it'd been nice to be in that trade, huh? Oh, well. I'm done trading for the day anyway. Comments, questions. And we will be shutting down early, no later than 2:30 today. Get everybody a break before we have our free workshop class that's open to the public. Very rare that we've done this. I think we may have done it maybe once before, maybe. Can't remember. I know we've had it where you could pay to get in and you didn't have to have a membership. To have just an open free for all, I think we may have once. I don't know. Anywho, this doesn't happen very often because this workshop is a paid member benefit, and but we're signing this time to help you guys learn more about day trading. The exciting thing, if it's something you want to do, this would be the place to be today at 4 o'clock. Again, don't be knocking on the door. It's like Noah's Ark. Once the door's closed, that's it. You ain't coming in. Can't reopen the door once the door's closed, right? No opening the door once the movie has started, right? Take your seats. Yada, yada, yada. All right. So, comments, questions? Don't see any. Reef, did that answer your question without answering your question? Are you more confused? I know you're here every day. Where's the link to join? When you sign up, you'll receive an email. Check your email. When you registered, you would have put that in there and check your email. For some reason you don't see it. You know the drill. Check your spam, right? In case it went there, depending on who you are, right? So you already signed up, Ego? Yeah, check your email, see what it says. All right. Watching this chart over here, you got a double bottom area on silver to the downside. Hard to say, whatever. All right. See what happens with this. Anyhow, questions? Let me know, Ego, what you if you find that email. But I explained the cloud. The cloud's just a visual indicator. It's really nothing. It just fills in the gap between the 21 and the 55, just as a visual reference only. Shows you that when it's green, that's to an uptrend. When it's red, it's to a downtrend, right? It's switched over and everything is switched around and heading down. Doesn't tell you how long or how far. It just tells you that it has changed. All right. So, anywho, what am I looking at over here? Up over there. Pardon me for a moment. Anyway, gold set a new record high today of what? 4927.4-ish, maybe? What it says. Go look at gold real quick. Bring up our little thing over here. It'll tell me new record high of gold was 4927.6. New 52-week, new record high. All that, right? Bang, bang. Right? My 52-week line. I guess I don't have one on here. Let me see. Here. Scroll up there. What did I say that was? 49. Remember when we was talking about $100 gold? How far away is it now? Does it look attainable now? Our members have been talking about this for weeks and weeks. The $100 level. It ain't going that high. Well, I don't know. May not, but it's as close as it's ever gotten, right? 49.27. And the ATR, current ATR on gold. Now today was a little is that right? 99 bucks? Nah. 99 divided 997 divided by 10, right? There's 10 ticks to a thing. $99 today, or average move. But that's kind of screwed up because gold's moving $40 to $80 a day on average, right? Let me do the 4. ATR is on that. Yeah, it's 458 on a 4-hour. All right, so double that, it's 900 some, right? So yeah, that can easily be attainable in one day. It's not without reason of moving that far. $99, and we only need what, $75, $70, something like that, right? So $100 gold, that'll be an exciting day if it hits that. It's just a nice round fancy number. Doesn't really mean anything, right? Because this is all new record territory. Thanks for that chili there, Coco. Speaking of chili, it's going to be chilly across the nation this week. Make sure you're bundled up. Make sure you have some reserve food so you can sit in front of the TV and munch. Hopefully you don't lose electric wherever you're at in any storms. Now it's going to be even a negative single digits temperature-wise, but the minus 20s and 30s wind chills in where I live in our area. Even colder elsewhere. I mean, they're talking about snow and cold clear down to the bayou, one of our members told us. That's crazy, isn't it? You would think down there in the Islands area it'd be always warm. That ain't the way it works down there. Never knew that. Even the gators get froze, right? You got iguanas falling out of the trees in Florida. Crazy weather. I don't know anybody in here, anybody that's listening live is down in Florida right now. Do you see any iguanas falling out of the trees? Probably do, huh? I don't know. Do you?
No, it's 80 where I'm at.
Oh, okay. Well,
Southwest Florida.
The other day, right?
Yeah, they fall out at night and in the morning.
Okay. I've seen videos of it. I think it's hilarious. They are a lizard, by the way. They are cold-blooded. when the cold blood don't move, what happens? They get stiff.
And they're evasive. They want you to kill them anyway. So
Yeah, but they don't. Nobody does. When they lay eggs, what? They lay like 10 of them at a time.
like 40 at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's companies down here that they make their living on. They sit around with pellet guns with scopes, take them out.
Yep. That'd be cool. Of course, then you got to dispose of them, but, you know. Okay, okay. What do we got going on here? Let's see. What are the indices doing? Let's take a. There's the Russell still going.
Take a look at
down.
Starbucks, Mark.
We're not looking about stocks yet.
I've been shorting the beep out of it.
Oh, STB. What is it? STUX? ST?
SBUX.
SB? SBUX?
SBUX. Sam Boy.
UX. You know, we got a special room that's all they do is talk about that stuff, you know. SBUX. Starbucks. Yeah, breaking up a double top, breaking out of the trend channel.
I think you're on it one day. Look at the 1 minute.
That's a 1 day chart. What did I tell them guys this morning first thing? They're going on and on about all the. I'm like, listen, it broke through the trend channel. That means it's good to go. They didn't like that when I told them that.
Look at this. Watch. Boom.
Boom, boom. Now that's on a day chart. Here's a 2 minute
Yeah,
chart.
there you go. Good 2 minutes, fine.
What do we got? Boy, that pulled back, didn't it?
There you go.
There we go. That's kind of ugly. Unless you're shorting it.
Yep.
Unless you're in a put. Yeah, that's pretty nice there, actually.
I feel vindicated getting a little bit of my money back from in my 20s when I used to drink it daily.
Well, if you'd have listened to me, you wouldn't have lost $1 over there earlier today on that. I remember.
No, I'm way up.
Makes it sound like you recovered from a big loss. You lost a whole $1.
No, I'm doing 100 shares and just shorting it to the downside.
Yeah. Imagine if you had invested that. How much is that a share?
I don't know.
It's
10 grand for
a share, right? Times 100, that's $1,000. If you'd invested that $1,000 in one
10 grand, Mark. 10
gold,
grand.
you would have made all kinds of money on that, right?
Yeah.
When I was teasing you about it, but I was right?
Yeah, it takes a lot to make a lot of money, or to make money
A lot of shares, right?
Yeah, a lot of shares.
All right. Alonzo says, not yet. Right, okay, not yet what? Alonzo, I don't know what you're talking about. It's so cold, the flying fish froze midair. Boy, that is cold. How cold was it?
In the market, Mark.
Down, you got flying fish down there in the bayou there, Mr. R? I'll take that as a no. What am I looking at?
NQ, they got a big pull on NQ.
Oh, big pull to the upside on the Russell. Down to VWAP on 1 minute. Wouldn't touch that trade with 10-foot pull unless it bounces off VWAP, but even then it's below the trend channel. And, you know, we don't take trades off there unless you can catch the bouncy bounce. Why? Because you don't know where that's going to go. Can I enter this trade anyway? Yeah, I can go like that. I can click that button. I can enter anytime I want. All I got to do is click my mouse, right? I go right there and lock in that $450. Bang, bang. That quick. Right? Wasn't hard, was it? Is that a long-term trade there? Absolutely not. That was a quick scalp. Now it could go right back down the other way, or it could keep going up. We don't know. It's in a rough spot right now. There's my trend, bottom of my trend channel. Just bounced off of VWAP. Kind of stuck between that and what is that? Previous day high? I don't know what that says. I can't. It's all jammed together there. I can get in here and consolidate, right? I don't know what it's going to do here, right? I can go to the downside if I want, right? There's $1,500. Bang, bang, just like that. Just like that. Come on.
Are you not entertained? entertained? Are you not
Now,
entertained?
can I get a trade rate off the bounce on VWAP?
Is
Yeah,
that
I
why you
can.
are here?
Is that risky? Yeah, sure is. But I'll risk it and take $1,200. Bang, bang. Right? That's how we do it. Did you just see 3 red or green trades in a row just off of bounces on critical levels? I think you did. What if it breaks and holds below VWAP? Well, if it breaks and holds, then okay. Well, let's see here. This is getting weak. It's retesting VWAP again. Here's the break of VWAP, but I want to see the next candle. This one just started. Unfortunately, I'm not going to chase this candle. I expect 50% retracement. Anywho, to the downside, can I get on that after the 50% retracement and see if it goes back to where it was and make a couple dollars? I don't know. It could just pull back up there VWAP and I'll end up losing period on this trade. This is a high risk trade, right? It's not to be held on here. I'm waiting to see if I got in on that. Yeah, I got in a little late. It wasn't quite 50%. Now I'm going to lose, but I got to stop. There it is. My stop did what it should have. Stopped me up for a $4,000 loss. It's okay. Right? Made more than that on the other trades, right? Can I catch the bounce off VWAP or does it want to pull back down again? Well, I don't take trades right off of VWAP. I want to see a candle, right? Because this is what happens. Got to break that gravitational pull, right? Oh, iguanas. Okay, Alonzo, let's see. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Had I stayed in that, huh? Look how volatile that is. Why is that? Well, it's now power hour, right? You know, power hour.
If only there was a place.
Only there was a place. Oh, let's reduce our exposure here. Let's go 25. Let's cut that in half. Right? Let's see. Oh, there's my order right there. Oh, I'm already in for 90. I thought I missed a button. Never mind. Oh, there's 3,600. There's 7,000. There's 8,500. There's 7,000. Did I already get my money back that I gave up on that other? There was 7,000 right there. Bang, bang. Did I already get my money back that I lost on that one trade? Yeah, there you go. That's why I don't worry about it, right? Why is this so volatile right here? What's the dealio? Why don't they want to play ball here and take it one way or the other? Well, we'll just keep taking money from them if they want to just keep giving away in a crazy way, right? You know, I'm not a negative trade here. I was expecting that to pull down. I was expecting this to continue to downtrend because that's what it's doing. But now we're in power hour, so anything can happen, right? I got a stop up here. That stop ain't wide enough. I can tell you that right now. Yep, see that? The heck did I got my stop set at? I need to look at that. Not wide enough. Sure. Oh, 25. It ain't no wonder I was getting stopped out. This is the one I need right here. Duh. Mark, you're supposed to check that stuff for you enter trades. That's my own fault. All right. Now I got a more appropriate stop. Do I need that bigger one? No, I don't need that. But I will slide that down just above VWAP in case it pulls down. There we go. Back in the saddle again. There's $1,500 I just locked in there. Bang bang. Bang bang. Right? Now this candle did not start on the shoulder previous, so this could be a potentially weak candle. So I'm not going to jump in this yet till I see what the next candle wants to hand me. Right? Or if it happens to go up to VWAP or that top of that trend channel, which are together, then I can maybe catch a bounce off of that to the downside. There's VWAP. A little slow on the trigger there. Didn't quite get it. Didn't quite get it. Let's see here. Can I catch a little love to the downside as this bounces? Or is this going to break on through this time? And I figured that's what would happen, right? See if it bounces off the 9 and goes back down. If it does, I'll hang on. If not, I've got to rip the Band-Aid off. Come on. Bounce. It's not a convincing bounce, so that ain't good. This is not good for me. Right? Nope. Got to rip the Band-Aid off. Take a $4,000 loss. Bang, bang. Part of trading. Did not reject off that time. Now look at it come right back down. But I tell you, what do you got to do around here? Make money sometimes, I tell you. And how? Right? So now it wants to play around like it wants to go to the upside. Do you think I believe that wants to go up there? No, I don't. But we'll play their little game. We'll see what they want to do here. Gonna get a quick bounce off that 9 to the upside. You're gonna fake me out and go right back down where you were, where I said you was gonna go to start with. Yeah, you dirty, dirty dog. Come on. Get up there. Come on. Come on. You back down there and touch that VWAP. I'm gonna be mad at you. All right, I need some green. I need a green. I need a green. I need a quickie green. Come on. One little pop's all I need to go for 375 to green. Come on. There it is. $625. Bang, bang. Lock that in. Just by clicking a mouse button. Where else could you make a living doing this? Huh? $625. Would that pay your car payment for the month? I hope you ain't paying $600 a month for car payment, but if you are, it's a lot of money. Well, I just made your car payment, right? Is that your car payment we just made there? All right. So that's how you need to equate your profits. Sign it to something. What does that money really mean? Because it's all digital, right? We don't really touch it per se, right? It's in your brokerage account, and you want to use it, you got to transfer it to your checking account, and that's all done digitally, right? And you want to pay your bills, you get online, you pay your bills, right? You never see the money, you never touch it. So assign something of importance to it. You know, if $600 is your car payment, then you made $600. Oh, I just made my car payment, right? Oh, I just lost my car payment, right? You don't want to have to say that. You will have to say that from time to time, but you try to not want to do that, right? This thing is just a chop, 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 chop suey mess. Let's go see what metals are doing. Are they more slower here? Let's see. Ooh, gold coming up to a double top. This candle here did not. Man, do you think this thing's going to want to try again for another all-time high? Is that even fathomable? So 927.6. Right? 52-week high. Bigger, thicker, faster, stronger. And we'll do that. And I can come up here and put a little thing on here. Little notation. Text. I can go 52-week high. See how customizable all this stuff is, right? I can make it whatever size I want. Dang, dang. There it is. Now I can lock that in so I don't accidentally move it. Now I have a visual reference where the 52-week high was, right? Also will be a double top. It's not that hard to see. Now if we can get up here and break and hold above that, then I might be interested. Or I might want to see if this is going to reject off of this 52-week high and go play to the downside. That's a possibility also. So I need to set myself up in preparation for that very thing, right? Questions, comments? We'll be wrapping this up at no later than 3:30. Workshop starts at 4 o'clock at the top of the hour. 4 p.m. Eastern time. Right? So, all right. So you get 10% off using that promo code. And all lifetime memberships for new purchases only are going away February 1st. So in other words, the 31st of this month, the last day, you can purchase one. I would recommend you don't wait that long. You can use promo code MARK, M-A-R-K, and get 10% off the top of your paid membership. So if you buy the Diamond membership, it's $5,000, one-time payment, never pay again. We'll give you another 10% off that. That's $500. Bang, bang. You want to get a premium membership? You know, it's $500 one-time payment. Or not one time, annual payment. Lock that in, or you can go the 2-year thing. That's still active. But, you know, take 10% off the top, $50. Bang, bang. Right? Free money I'm giving you, people. Right? All you got to do is use promo code MARK. Giving you free money. It's on sale, and we're giving you money back. Right? All in one package, all with one click of a mouse. So, anyway. Need to get rid of that thing. That thing driving you nuts, that little flashy thing, I forgot was still up there. I apologize for that. Driving me nuts sitting there, seeing that out of the corner of my eye all day. Anyway, gold's getting a little heavy up here at the top. It's a double top. It's a record high top. All right. So, workshop class starts at the top of the hour. You have to register. You have to go to our website, American Dream Trading. That's today, January 31st. You can also go to our website to register for that, right? So all you got to do is go over here to our website, which is, guess what? Guess what our website's called? Anybody? Well, we can go over here and, oops, blank screen. Hang on. I got to go back over here. Click on this here real quick. Hang on. Here it is. Let's see here. There we go. Where's it at? Reload this page here. Sorry. Let's try that. All right. Let me see here. You can't see what I just did here, but I got to change that to that. Wrong button. There we go. That should have worked. Why didn't that work? I don't know. You'll just have to take my word for it. Go to Coach's website. American Dream Trading. This doesn't want to load up there for some reason. All right. Doesn't matter. Go. American Dream Trading. And you should be able to go in there, click the big old fat button on our webpage there, and get in there and do that. Let me try one more time. Oh, that's why. Duh. I had it hidden. That's why you couldn't see it. Look at that. Look how easy it works when you click the right buttons. Buttons. You like buttons? I like buttons. All right. So Jerry said he likes to go barbecue and he has a good trade day. Well, that's great. That's a reward system for yourself, right? So all you got to do is come over here to our website, American Dream Trading. You can see the address right here, right? You got to put that little dot on there on the end, the dot and the comma at the end of that. Over here, click this button. See this? Click here to join our membership or free workshop. Bang, bang. That'll open up another page. There's our free workshop access. Click it, get free access, right? I'm going to mute you there, just text, because I don't know what you're doing there in the background, but it sounds like you're working or something. Also, grab our free Discord. That gets you instant access. You can interact with other members. You can also find a Zoom link for our 4 o'clock class today. You will get an email once you register. You do need to fill out the box to register. It'll ask you a few basic questions. That is to keep out scammers and bots. That's why we require you to answer those questions, right? A bot wouldn't be able to do all those things. So, and there's also all our different memberships. You can click on that. It'll tell you more about it. And use promo code MARK to get an automatic 10% off just for you watching today, right? So who's going to do that today? Hoosiers National Championship. Hoosiers National Football Champions. Big Ten. Wasn't Ohio State. Wasn't the Ohio State, but, you know, I'm happy for them, right? Big Ten brought it a third year in a row. National championship. That team I will not mention up north, we won it 3 years ago. We won it last year, the Ohio State, and now you got Indiana this year. So there you go. A lot going on. A lot of changes have happened in that. Theo, I've been paper trading micros for the Russell. All right, outstanding. What do you think of the Russell, right? It's its own little beast, right? We have one member that's also doing the same thing. Now, this isn't the micro Russell, but same thing, RTY. This is the E-mini version. Yeah, look at that trade. Hopefully you was in on that pullback. Wow, that's a great trade there. So, anywho. All right, what do we got going on here? All right. There happens. And just take a little bit of profit off the top there. That's pretty good. We'll just deal with that. And then we can go do that again if we really wanted to. All right. See what happens, even though it's coming double top, but we tight just in case. Get a major pullback on the double top. We won't have to worry about it over there on gold. Right? See what happens. We're going to break on through to the other side. I don't know. Time will tell. Comments, questions? We're going away here in about 15 minutes. Maybe sooner. You don't have any questions? So anyway, 4 o'clock's our workshop class. You must register in advance on our website, AmericanDreamTrading.com. I just showed you how to do that. It's a couple clicks to get her done. You'll receive an email with additional instructions for you to follow. Make sure you follow them. And we will see you at 4 o'clock whenever that link opens up at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, which is in approximately 46 minutes from right now. Right now. All right. And if you use promo code MARK, write it down, M-A-R-K, promo code in the checkout, you'll get 10% off also. Just because you watched today, because you're special, you get a 10% off, right? Right? Nobody else that's watching right now can use a promo code MARK, right? They don't know it exists. But if you're watching, you know it exists and you're able to use it, right? So here we come, testing the new 52-week high. What do I expect to happen? I expect a pullback or an initial breakthrough and then a pullback because they test the waters to the upside on gold. New 52-week high of 928.9. Here we go. Here's the next candle to the upside. This could get a lot of excitement breaking a new one. Is it possible to go straight to 100 today? Well, anything's possible. Is it probable? No. There it is, right? New 52-week high, testing levels, right? Doing all the things we need to do, right? So would I expect a pullback here? Absolutely, right? We come up, we tested it. I would say people want to take the profits, and then they'll retest it again, right? See what happens, right? That kind of thing. But let's see. They're thinking about it, right? There is orders up there to 931 to the upside. Doesn't mean they're going to fill. We are at the top of the trend channel. The mathematical computation, that's that green line you see on my chart right here. Let's see if it does anything. We can get her and get her done, right? Get her done. Well, you know, sits here too long, right? People, what happens? People get nervous, don't they not? They get too nervous if it sits there too long, and they'll want to take their profit thinking, oh, this thing's done, right? Well, we'll see. See how it works. Yep. I know I took my profit. I wasn't waiting. I ain't proud. I'll lock in that money. I'll lock in a comma there, right? So no problem with that at all. Questions, comments, YouTubes. We ain't quite 50,000 yet over there, TikTok, but you're doing pretty good. 28,000. You got about 14 minutes. I don't know if you can do it. You know, you like not achieving goals. Well, that's a goal. That you're going to achieve it. Get 50,000 likes there. I'd like to let's make it easier on you. Let's get 31,000. That's only 3,000 away. Can you click your mouse button to get 3,000? There's plenty of you in here. It doesn't take each person. But to do, if every one of it's in this room would do 100 clicks, you'd have that in about 30 seconds, right? So what are we going to do here? We're going to keep going to the moon, or what are we doing here with this, right? So I don't know. We'll see. Beep, beep, beep. You going to break on through to the other side or not? Don't know. Questions, YouTube. You got any questions? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Look at gold going up. Set new record high. Wouldn't that be cool if we sat here and watched this thing go up, right?
To the moon.
To the moon. 4,931. We're going to hit 5,000 or not? Remember when they said all 4,800? Our paid members remember that. I'll look at it. Ate that for lunch the last couple of days, didn't it? What about silver? Is silver going to follow suit, or is silver playing games? Yeah, silver's playing games, right? This is the one I want to see get to 100, the silver, right? The 96, it's only $4 away. How hard is that? How hard is it to move $4 a day? Not hard at all. Bang, bang. It's a double top right now. It's also top of the channel here, right? I can see there's a double top right there, right? I can draw a little line there for you for visual reference if you like, right? That kind of line on there, though. So that would be a place to watch, right? See if it's going to break through there or not. All right. Comments, questions? $6K by the end of the day. No, I wanted 50,000 by the end of the day. Gonna get the what do we got there now, Doug? See, he's busy anyway right now. We now have 30,000 likes, so that's good. Thank you very much. Good job. All right, silver's testing this double top. What about gold? Is gold still climbing? Is gold still getting excitement? That's what happens when things break new levels. Sometimes you'll get excitement. And then next thing you know, they're, okay, that's enough excitement. Let's take our profit and go home. I want to take my ball and go home. I had enough. I don't want to, I don't want to lose my ball. I don't want to lose my ball. Let's take it and go home, right? So, anyhow. All right. I'm going to call it a day. Day. Anyway, last chance. Let me show you. We'll see you at 4 o'clock if you've registered for the free workshop today. 4 o'clock, absolutely free. And I say it's free. It is literally free. You will get, let me show them to you all at once. You can get 10% off any and all memberships for using promo code MARK. It gets you 10% off your first payment. You pay annually, even a VIP Diamond membership, which are going away at the end of the month. So if you want to have that for the rest of your life, you better lock that in. We're not going to sell any new ones. You'll get to retain what's yours. But anyhow, that'll give you 10% off $5,000. That's $500 off. You have that for $4,500. Write down promo code MARK. Make sure you use that at checkout to get an additional 10% off. Now, that promo code is not available for any flash sales. Like Coach says, well, if you buy the next half hour or the next 3 people, those are flash sales that are here and gone, right? You can't use that 10% off, right? So anytime you hear that, it won't work on this type of flash thing. So thanks for playing, but don't try it again, right? So there's that. All right. The workshop is right here, right? There we go. There you go. January 22nd. That's today, 4 o'clock. It's the top of this hour. 4 p.m. Eastern time. You must be pre-registered and check your email for the Zoom links and further information, or you will not be able to attend. This is not a free live broadcast. This is then a Zoom call, right? And as also, we got the 10% off using code MARK. Mark, right? Thank you all for being here today. Make sure anybody you come in contact with between now and the next time we get together, that you leave lasting positive memories. We are here live together, absolutely free, 3 times daily. Coach is live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. I'm live with the live Zoom calls here from the live futures education program from 2 to 4. And we have the aftermarket at 4 p.m. Now today, we won't be having the aftermarket at 4 because we're having a workshop. That will supersede that. Now, I don't know if Dawn's going to have it later. Usually she does, but it'll depend on the length of the workshop class. Hope to see you all at the workshop class. We were about 70% full. I can't speak. I have no idea of where we're at now presently, but we were 70% full. The live Zoom program has only so many people you can let in at once. So if you want to get in, make sure you get over there now and then check your email. If you don't see your email, check your spam folder as always. That's always the next place you go look, right? Doug says be there or be square. All right, you don't want to be square. Makes it hard to go through round places. So don't do that. All right, last chance. Last call for you know what. So head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com, sign up, get that workshop class, get our free Discord. Also, you get about 30 or 40% off if you want to start prop firm trading using with oh, I went brain dead. Tradeify.
Tradeify using code ADT.
ADT, get like 30 or 40% off the fees for that. All just because you showed up here today. Thank you all for being here. We will see you same time, same bat channel tomorrow. Actually, we'll see you at 4 p.m. if you're going to be there. I will be there. I will be present. I will be behind the scenes herding cats, answering questions, moderating to keep the troublemakers at bay if there is any. You always got one or two, right? You want to come in and stir up crap just because they can, because they think it's funny. Hopefully we won't have that problem. But if we do, goodbye, Felicia. It's our house. Remember, it is our house. It's our rules. Please abide by them. Be kind. Be respectful. We'll see you at 4. And I guarantee you, you'll learn a bunch of things then. So, see ya.